It's Friday again, and so it's up to me to once again fill your subscription box with a tidy summary of interesting iOS news from the week that was. So let's hop right to it and lay out the news wrap-up for the 24th of February, 2012. More and more, I feel as though I have no idea what's going on in the greater pop culture circles, and the upcoming release of The Hunger Games in the cinemas is further proof of this, as I have no idea what it was, let alone the buzz surrounding it. However, what I do know is that the video game tie-in is being headed up by some of the indie scene's greatest, including Adam Saltzman from Cannibal, Mark Johns, Tap Tap Dance, Kevin Colton, Space Barnacle, and Paul Via, Super Crate Box. Daniel Baranovsky from Super Meat Boy is also composing the music, while other talented stars handle many of the other roles. How will this project pan out? Well, no one knows just what the end result will be, but with a budget, creative freedom, and this amount of talent, it's sure to grab some attention. Endless runners that dive into the screen are the new hot ticket, but coming up with something unique and compelling is where the true challenge lies. Dream Runner by We Are Play is an upcoming title in the genre that is set to focus on bringing in new mechanics depending on the worlds you travel in, as well as narrative-driven elements. Those interested can hit up their website to sign up for their beta testing. The link is below. Dejaban, the clever clogs behind the PC and Mac indie title A Reckless Disregard for Gravity, have finally dropped a date for their upcoming iOS release of the title named Force equals Mass times Acceleration. If that's a mouthful for you, then don't worry. All you have to worry about is how much time you're going to lose while playing this game, and if the PC version is any indicator, it will be a lot. Co-produced with Alchemy Labs from Snuggletruck, the game is set to hit the App Store on Thursday the 1st of March 2012. Despite being a slightly watered-down take on the Infinity Blade formula, Batman Arkham City Lockdown was, nonetheless, fun and a perfect companion for those who just can't get enough of punching henchmen in the face. Its only true weakness was its less than stellar variety of content, with the game relying on a handful of boss fights to truly mix things up. Thankfully, an update has added more content to the mix, with a new section added to the city where you can fight Harley Quinn, new thug fights, a Batarang minigame, 2 new skins, including Bruce Wayne and Batman Incorporated, as well as a new level cap from 30 to 35, skills and achievements. This lean machine just bulked up a bit more. If you're not familiar with Jetcar Stunts, pause and take a moment to familiarize yourself with its awesomeness. Google is your friend. Now that we're on the same page, True Access, the developers behind Jetcar Stunts, has teased iOS fans with screenshots of their upcoming title, True Skate. The game is set to be similar to games like Touch Grind, but with an improved perspective to give you more of a view of the skate park you're in. Given how great the game looks, I'm glad they're making sure the player gets to see it all. As a disclaimer, these are rendered screenshots, but the developer claims the visuals will look almost the same in-game. More details when they're released. I feel a bit bad about cramming such a great title into the mini-review section of this week's wrap-up, but aside from going into nauseating detail about the controls for all the games available in the title, there's not much more to say than, if you're an arcade junkie, get this collection. For your initial investment, you're provided with classic midway titles including Arch Rivals, Defender, Joust, Rampage, Root Beer Tapper, Spy Hunter, and playable versions of Pool, Air Hockey, Rollball, and Basketball. Each features a series of controls suited to make the most of the iOS platform, such as optional tilt controls for Spy Hunter, and players can earn tickets that go towards unlocking new content for the arcade. Those who can't wait can drop cash to pick up a 3-pack that includes either Gauntlet 1 and 2 and Wizard of War, or Narc, Total Carnage, and APB. The only real disappointment is the lack of arcade support, but it's a small price to pay for so much fun. Innovation can come in many forms, and while Pizza vs. Skeletons is certainly a strange thematic concept, its true strength comes in the variety and complexity of its many different game types. With each one utilizing the same basic controls of tilt to move and touch to jump, players can expect 100 levels of action to keep them glued to their iPhones. Unlockable customizations allow you to give the pizza your personal touch, and if you don't enjoy some of the game types, you're free to skip them as progression is tied more to completing boss stages than every individual stage in between. A refreshingly simple mix of games well worth wasting your time on. And as always, that's the wrap-up for the week. If you enjoy our weekly news feature, hit the like button and subscribe to catch more of our news, reviews, and features as they pop up regularly, and you won't want to miss a thing. For those who happen to also have Twitter or Facebook, you can find us there too. Have a great weekend. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.